Hi, everybody. We are back. It is Tape Don't Lie podcast, YouTube, Raiders Film Channel. We are back. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We'd like to apologize for the audio difficulties for last time. Definitely apologize for that. We appreciate you guys who just went through it, though. We got some loyalists, man. You guys just went through that. No complaints. Didn't see a lot of complaints in the comments about it, so we appreciate you guys sticking with us. We had some issues with that, but we really appreciate you guys sticking with it and enjoying the episode still. So really appreciate that. So make sure you follow me on Twitter at the Mark John NFL. Make sure you follow BD on Twitter at BD Williams 18. Right. And like I said, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, you're coming through. Maybe if you're a Chargers fan and you want to be mad about the breakdown, you go ahead and hit the subscribe button too. Maybe you could learn about some of the other opponents you guys might play from some of our videos. So make sure you guys check that out, because I know other previews we get a lot of fan comments, and we get a lot of the other teams fans comments, which is cool. We get it.
Right.
Browns fans had to eat the words a little bit last week, but
right. Last 2 weeks, we've seen a lot of opposing teams fans come through.
But the Bucs fans were nice though, man. They were cool. They came through and they showed love.
Right. What are they going to get upset about? We couldn't find any faults with them. They're
like, great breakdown, guys. You guys are awesome. Subscriber.
Yeah. Right. I was like, their slot corner might get beat occasionally. Like, that's the only thing I could find on the Bucs.
Yeah, the Browns are a little different, man. Those fans were mad, bro. They were like, they were mad.
Right. They were upset. Big mad. Browns fans.
Yeah,
still
and
mad.
I can see Chargers fans being big mad. It's Chargers, they don't like us, but how many Chargers fans are there, right? 10.
I've never met a Chargers fan. I grew up in California. I still to this day have never met a Chargers fan. I don't believe they actually exist. It's like a unicorn. All right.
I met two.
They say you met one?
You
met two? That's the only two. That's the only two.
All right. All right, guys. So it is division week, so we're gonna give you a little bit of mess. We're still Raiders guys too. I know
right.
We're big fans, but we're still Raiders guys. So so you got the offense, defense preview. We're gonna go through it a little. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen. I'm not gonna go over the run game too much. The run game is not scary at all, so I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna go over a lot over their passing game. What you got for us this week, BD?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at their pass rush, which that can be scary. I know Joey Bosa's out, but we'll talk about some of the other guys a little bit, and then some things that I'm seeing, maybe some chinks in their armor on defense. Not the same Chargers defense that we've grown accustomed to last few years. I'd say
for sure.
We'll look at that.
All right, let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this offense. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's just start off with one of the best receivers in the league, Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen's probably top 5, top 3 route runners. You'll see definitely a top 10 wide receiver, and he is Justin Herbert's binky. Let's say that. It's his little binky. He's basically who he leans on the most, and for good reason. Just as you see on this route right here, this route made the receiver school sick, nasty all day. Right, that's Keenan Allen, and he's tough. And Keenan Allen's not the type to hit you with 11 for 182, but he could hit you for a good 9, 111. A good 8 for 89, but like 2 touchdowns, and just be consistent and get third downs. Right, and
get the third downs. Right, the third downs is what that's how he makes his bread and butter right there.
Exactly, and you'll see him here again. It's a big 27-yard catch, nice little after the catch too here, makes some people miss. Right, because he's just shifty. He's not very fast. That's why he was a 3rd-round pick, but he was still a really good player in college too. But he, since he wasn't the fastest guy in the world, he fell, but he's still one of the best route runners, catchers, great hands.
Right.
Everything else about him is terrific. So he's definitely somebody the Raiders got to watch for. I know, he, like I said, he lines up everywhere. You see him here in the slot, another nasty route. Herbert makes a play, but he beat that guy pretty easily there.
Yeah,
Keenan Allen is a monster. There's no other way to say that. The Raiders gonna have their it's gonna be cut out for them, especially when they go to cover 1 or anything like that. It's gonna be a tough matchup for Trayvon Mullen. Trayvon Mullen did pretty well against him last year, right? But it's still gonna be a tough matchup regardless. He didn't do much last year in the last game of the season, but that was more because Trayvon was going to the zone. But he's still a terror. Let's just be real. Let's keep it real. Keenan Allen is a problem. All right. So next we got Mike Williams. No, Mike Williams is the big man. You just throw it up to him and see how he got the spotlight. Boom, just throw it up to him. What else you got to do? And he is the deep guy on this team. I mean, I'm going to go over Jalen Gayton a little bit when I go over Justin Herbert, but the real deep guy that Herbert trusts the most is Mike Williams. He's just going to throw it up to Mike. He doesn't care how many guys. He's just 3 guys around him. He doesn't care. Look, and Mike went and got it. So Mike makes Justin Herbert right a lot more than, people put out there. Mike Williams is balling. He's balling. Here he's a more complete receiver than you think. Here he is underneath, making tough catches, great hands in traffic. Another crazy throw from Herbert. We'll go over that. I don't know why you threw that, but that's him. He's a rookie. He's aggressive. But Mike Williams is more than just a deep guy too. So you can see there, he's a complete receiver, good hands, fights for the football, physical. Right, here's another just throw up. Just gonna throw it up to him. He should not be throwing this ball. Jeremy Chin, they got him double teamed. Nope. Mike Williams goes and gets the football. He's no reason throwing that football. No reason. But that's Mike Williams. That's what kind of player he is. He's gonna go up and get those balls. And Herbert does not care. Is gonna throw it to him double covered. Maybe 3 guys on him. The Raiders have to be prepared and have some ball skills and be prepared. I know Bryce Callahan made a great play on him last week. They got to be prepared for that. They got to be prepared for those jump balls and be able to make some plays, play through his hands, all that good stuff. Now, the big boy, we got Justin Herbert, who, is having a big season. Everybody's excited for Justin. Justin is having a huge season. He has like 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions already as a rookie. It's excellent, but one thing that he brings to the table is his legs. So you see right here, he can move with his legs, makes play with his legs, right? He does this a lot. You're going to see him making plays, getting out of the pocket. They like to do a lot of this zone read stuff. You see here against the Jags, zone read, Justin Herbert, boom, very athletic, runs a 4.6. Like a speed, right? Great guy. Great. I mean, he's really playing way better. He looks like a second-year guy to me. You see rookies, they look like rookies, right? And he looks like a second-year guy to me, which is a praise to him because look at this throw. Like this throw is just a beauty. It's just on the money, and that's to Mike Williams again. And like I said, Mike Williams wasn't open when he threw it. He just threw it to a spot, and Mike Williams went and got it. It's beautiful. Nothing a boy could do right there. It's just a beautiful throw, man. It's just ridiculous throw. And point that out in the red zone. He's so deadly in the red zone. So I mean, here we're gonna see an all verts look, 4 verts, which I love in the red zone. You guys, if you follow the show, I love me some 4 verts in the red zone. So we got some 4 verts right here in the red zone. Beautiful, right in between, right before the safety gets there. It's just beautiful stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and he just does this all game. And then I love this play. And that's why I was talking about a second-year player, because watch how he looks off this safety. Watch how well he looks off the safety, where the safety is running over towards Keenan Allen. You could say, well, yeah, it's Keenan Allen. That's why. But he looked off that safety so well. They gave him the 1-on-1, and then he dropped the dime. Touchdown. And that's what I'm saying. It looks like he plays like a second-year quarterback, right? But he's super aggressive. Like, he has no business throwing this football. No business throwing that football, especially against like a really, really good safety like Justin Simmons. Like, you got to know who you're playing against. So there's going to be opportunities for the Raiders to pick off passes from Justin Herbert. Like, I mean, he has no business throwing this football. Like, it's over the top. He's not open. I mean, there's a guy underneath of it. Even if he did, the guy underneath is going to pick it. The guy over the top is going to pick it. He's just no business throwing that football. And you see this all the time on tape, to be honest. You guys saw that on the Mike Williams play. I mean, he had no business throwing that football, right? But Mike Williams ended up making that catch. He had an instance, he throws some jump balls. He just could throw the ball up. Like, this one is crazy. I don't know why he did the same thing. Safety over the top, quarter underneath, and you're trying to put it a perfect throw in between there. Like, that's an opportunity for the Raiders to, take some plays away from him. And then another thing that, I want to talk about is, we talked about the Browns being predictable, right? Well, the Chargers are another predictable team. Okay, run on first down. then we're gonna maybe run on second down. We might do a pass. But third down is, you want to get them in 3rd and 10 and do what the Broncos did, which was just blitz the hell out of them on 3rd and 10. And eventually it started getting home, and he started throwing some interceptions and making some plays, and they were able to come back in the game when they were down 21-3 and hold the Chargers to 6 points in the second half. So they started just sending, right here they're sending 6, forced him to get rid of the ball quick because he doesn't want to do that, right? And, forced him to make bad decisions. And the Broncos did this every third down. This is like every third down blitz. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter the down. Didn't matter how long it was. They were blitzing every single third down, make him get rid of the ball because he is a young quarterback, right? So you still want him to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible because he is young. And I said he does process like a second-year quarterback, which I believe he does. Which kind of shows that he's ahead of his curve already. Like, he doesn't look like a rookie when I was watching. I didn't see like, hey, like this guy is a rookie. Even when they did blitz him, he handled it better than, let's say, keep trashing the Browns, but he looks like he handles pressure and stuff like that better than like Baker Mayfield already. And he's setting protections. He's on tape. He's setting protections. He's pointing out mics. I don't think he did that in college. I don't know how you picked that up that quick. He's pointing out mics. He's pushing the protections to the right when he sees them.
Don't forget, this guy Justin Herbert, didn't he graduate early, with a biomedical degree or something like that from University of Oregon? Yeah, he's also incredibly smart. So and that shows up for sure. I think what is interesting to me is we always knew Keenan Allen was great. Right? We always knew Mike Williams was a beast at the catch point, right?
Yeah.
But now what we're seeing is kind of the off-script plays that we never really saw before with Phillip Rivers as their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin Herbert is able to kind of unlock that element of the offense here when he's, getting to that second reaction play, breaking out of the pocket, turn like that over route to Keenan Allen in the end zone. When he's running across the field and then, it turns into a bit of a scramble play.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting to see how much of that he ends up pulling off against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Or how much of that he's attempting, because I think that's the scariest part. I think, like you're saying, with the predictability of this offense in rhythm, not super concerned about it, right? Because, look, he might look like a second-year guy, but they are running a rookie offense.
You 100% all right. You're right about that.
Okay. So now, again, the scary part comes when it turns into a scramble drill. Then we don't know what's happening, right? Yeah. It's all about players making plays at that point, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully the Raiders can contain that guy in the pocket and not let him get out. I like the idea of blitzing him because he does want to hold on to the ball. Every game I've seen from him, he's like, okay, I'm holding. I'm trying to wait for something to happen, make a play, do something like that, throw some YOLO balls up there occasionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So blitzing him and making him play actual, you got to get the ball to the hot route, right? You got to see that side adjustment from, one of your wide receivers and hit that when it's a 6-man pressure. You got to know, okay, I'm the quarterback. They're sending more guys than my guys can block. I know that I got to account for that, make him play like that next level of quarterback against pressure, because if they're just letting him, if they're sitting back and trying to play coverage on this guy and he starts trying to make things happen, I could see that going south for the Raiders, honestly.
They got to be aggressive. They got to be aggressive and make him play, let's say, quick ball. That's what I think. They got to make him play quick ball because he doesn't want to play quick ball.
He doesn't. No.
He wants to throw it. Just like there's so many times on tape where Mike Williams is covered by like 5 guys, and he's just like, you know what, Mike, I trust you. Which people like that. But I don't know. There's a lot of opportunities for turnovers with him because if you can make him be aggressive, especially on third down. On third down, if it's 3rd and 12, Herbert's going to try to get 12. So you have to. He's not the most typical guy unless you blitz him, right? But if you don't blitz him and you give him time, he's going to try to get 12. That's what he's going to try to do. I bet the biggest play that kind of shows that is when he had that 3rd and 2 against the Chiefs and they were winning like 17-6, and he was rolling out. And instead of running it, he decided that he was going to throw it across his body to try to make a big play.
Yeah,
and that's kind of him. To be honest, he's a gunslinger, which is crazy. I never thought about that in college, but he is a serious gunslinger. That's what he is. He has arm. He's so confident in it. He thinks he can make any throw. So I think the Raiders have to try to confuse him as well, and try to, probably drop some. I don't know how many creeper blitzes he's been seeing. We talked about that last week. And I think this is another good matchup for this scheme that the Raiders defense runs. Because, we want to talk about the predictability. They run them first down, so that, that kind of fits. And then kind of get into the second and third down packages a little bit more. And I think that it won't be a terrible performance, just to say that. I don't expect them to go get like the Bucks.
Look, these division matchups, they're toss-ups. They can go anywhere.
100%. 100%.
Because these teams know each other so well, and the Chargers staff knows the Raiders. They know the Raiders. Raiders, they've never played against Justin Herbert yet, right? So that's kind of like a little bit of their trump card, I would say. Because it's not like Phillip Rivers before. They were just jumping everything. Like they had the game plan for Phillip Rivers, right?
Yeah.
Like the best defensive performances last year were against the Chargers. They're like, we know exactly how this guy plays. Okay, Eric Harris looks like an all-pro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cleveland Farrell looks like the most dynamic guy ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But now it's different. We can't count on the same performance because Justin Herbert is the goods. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Yeah. I think this matchup. It still isn't. It's another beatable team. It's still another game. If I think the Raiders show up or they don't turn the ball over, that they should be able to pull this game out. It'd be tough. It's gonna be a tough game. They're not gonna be a team that's just gonna lay down. They're gonna fight hard, and it's a division game, so they can't sleep. But I think if the Raiders come and they, I think that if the offense, I believe, is going to show up, which you probably go over right now, and give us a little breakdown of that.
Yeah, that's a good segue. So I'll just be honest. I was thinking, not paying super close attention, noticing that the box score looked a little crazy sometimes when the Chargers were playing, right? But I was figuring, okay, this is the Chargers defense. This is going to be a scary defense, and let's just say I'm going to sleep better at night after I watch their defense.
Okay.
First and foremost, they are a great pass rushing team. This is a team that is built to go up against Kansas City Chiefs. And obviously Joey Bosa, he's got a concussion, right? But they got other guys that are always swarming to the ball. So even if Joey Bosa isn't playing, okay, they got another guy, Uchenna Nwosu, okay, who's actually a really good rusher. You see him, he meets Joey Bosa party at the quarterback right there. You got a guy in the middle, 3 technique right here, Jerry Tillery, who I think he's a beast as a pass rusher, not maybe a run defender, but a pass rusher, okay? And this one right here on the left side of your screen, you got Uchenna Nwosu, and he's just going to walk back Teron Armstead. A lot of people think Teron Armstead is like the best left tackle in the NFL.
Yeah, a lot of people would say that.
So, and you see Uchenna Nwosu, he's like their third pass rusher, and he's doing that to him, right? And they'll blitz a little bit. They have 9 guys who have sacks, so this is not a team that you want to get into third and long against. But when you do pass the ball, there's a rookie named Kenneth Murray, and I have never seen this bad of coverage tape by a linebacker, okay? He gets beat every game, just completely roasted, okay? We see him really struggle in man coverage. It doesn't matter who the tight end is. Darren Waller will have a field day if this guy is covering him, okay? And then we also see Kenneth Murray, they're in like 3rd and 20 here. He's backed up like 10 yards, 15 yards off the ball. He's got to carry that guy across the field, and he just lets him go. He has no idea what's going on, okay? And this one is my favorite right here. He's jumping this one even though the corner has that, okay? And when he jumps it, he opens up this big hole in the middle. Jerry Jeudy, walk-in, touchdown. So Kenneth Murray can't cover. Maybe he'll get that fixed, but not this week. Target that guy, okay? The other thing that I was really surprised to see was this team kind of lacks physicality. When they have a hard runner going up against them, okay, they're really struggling to bring these guys down, okay? And, Ronald Jones, he's having a good year, but this is not like some all-pro. James Robinson made these guys look like look at this, just stiff arming excuse my language, the crap out of these guys. Okay, like and this is a undrafted rookie free agent. Like, who is this guy? And he's just okay. Like every game, they're giving up a bunch of chunk runs. They're having a hard time tackling, I would say. And even shifty guys like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he's not going to stick anyone, okay? But like he's walking through tackles here, all right? So they're really struggling to bring down ball carriers. And I think that when you have a team that's built to rush the passer, you're going to kind of lose some in the run defense, category in that area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like it seems like these guys are having a hard time bringing ball carriers down in the open field. It's interesting to watch. It doesn't really matter who's running the ball, okay? Even if it's Booker, like these guys will have a field day on them. This is a really bad run defense. Of course, they're going to make their plays with that penetration. They have some good edge players, right? Joey Bosa, he's going to make some plays. They're going to have, some plays where it's like, okay, maybe they get a tackle for a loss, but they'll give up an equal amount, almost it seems, of 7, 8, 9 yard rushes, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, it's almost a lock for Josh Jacobs to have 100-yard rushing this game. They're going to force the ball down these guys' throats, make them play, maybe even try to keep them in base, because I think they got some good safeties. I think they got some good corners over there. But try to keep them in base, put that 12 personnel out there, run it down their throats, play action, and get that guy Kenneth Murray into run past conflict and just throw it over like whoever he is guarding, because he hasn't. I watched Tahir Whitehead for 2 years, and I still have not seen that bad of coverage. And I was a Kenneth Murray fan in the draft process, but my goodness, he is a huge liability in pass defense for them. And they got some good guys. Joey Bosa, I was singing his praises. You don't want to be in 3rd and 10 against these guys. Yeah. You want to be ahead of the sticks against this defense. But again, this is not the defense that we've seen in, the last couple of years, I would say. I think their outside guy, Casey Hayward. Mm-hmm. Casey Hayward. He's getting old. They're going to Chris Harris, another kind of older guy. They don't look like their same Pro Bowl caliber selves out there. They're still wily vets, and it's probably best not to challenge them too much, but it's not like these guys are playing, absolutely locked down defense at this point. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, just the trajectory that we've seen this defense, we've seen them being able to put up yards against tougher defenses, I would say. So I feel real confident that the offense is going to have a really good performance this week.
Yeah, I think a big thing is Colton Miller playing. I know he's hurt, but I think he's going to play. I think he's a tough dude. I'm pretty sure.
He's going to play.
He's going to play.
Yeah, he's going to play. The guy played through a torn knee ligament for 12 weeks. He's going to play through an ankle, guaranteed. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He'll play. Yeah. He'll play this week, and how he plays is going to be a different thing. But I think they'll game plan. They'll probably do a lot more quick passing, running game this week, just to kind of game plan around it, get around that a little bit. But like I said, it's another one of those games. If they don't turn the ball over and they stay on schedule, I think they'll be all right. And I think they'll be able to even hit some balls over the top against this defense with Ruggs and stuff, and Aguilar getting over the top of some of these guys. And I think they'll be able to get some of those plays as well on this defense.
Yeah, too, I think their pass coverage is sound. They're the type of team where they're going to give up stuff underneath before they give up, plays deep, I would say, right? Okay. And usually it's like they'll split a team will split a running back wide, on a linebacker, and they'll get a shot play. A running back will run a wheel out of the backfield. Alvin Kamara did it a couple times for like a 30-yard gain. So I think for the most part, their pass coverage is solid. I think it seems like every single big play, though, it was Kenneth Murray who was in coverage, right?
Yeah.
So that's why look, the guys, tape don't lie. I'm not creating a narrative for myself here. Like, I'm showing you what the tape is showing us here. But really, the majority of big plays that they gave up, it was this guy Kenneth Murray in coverage. But everyone else seemed, like they had their good plays, maybe some bad plays, but it wasn't enough of a trend for me to show you guys and say, hey, we can pick on this guy, we can pick on that guy. Yeah. Because for every maybe for every big reception, they also had, a great pass breakup. So it's tough to say, which one of these guys is really weakness other than the linebacker.
Yeah. And it's the same way with me with the running game. Like, the running game is pretty dead, to be honest. I mean, they're not really, that's why they give up leads, because they can't run the football. And they get conservative. And Anthony Lynn is a very conservative guy. And they get conservative when they get leads, and they can't run the football, and then which puts them in third and longs. So that's what I'm saying. They got to stay ahead schedule too. So the Raiders have to do the opposite and keep them on 3rd and 10 to make this a game that they'll be able to easily take this team down. I'm not gonna say easily. Let's take that back. But you be able to take this team down. I feel like that it's a winnable game, right? And they got to go out there and win these winnable games. Because we got the Chiefs again in 2 weeks. So they got the Chargers and Broncos. There's both two teams with losing records. The Broncos might not have a losing record going into the game if they win this week, but it's still games that they should win. We're not playing the Bills anymore. We're not playing the Bucks. We're not playing we got to play the Chiefs again, but we're not playing those type of caliber teams anymore. And I think they got to go and handle business for some of these games.
And we talked about this a little bit on the last show. They're like the Chargers team. They're really like a few ball bounces, a few like missed opportunities away from being like having a winning record. They've been in every game that they've played in, except for maybe who'd they get blown out by? No, they were in every game. They
haven't been blown out, bro.
Yeah, they're in every game. Even that they played better against the Bucks than we did, right?
Yeah.
Than the Raiders did. They punched the Chiefs. It was just at the very last second. They've been in 2 overtime games against playoff caliber teams, right? So like it literally could have gone, another way. Yeah. So this is definitely not a team to sleep on. It's not a team to sleep on.
Yeah.
Don't look at their record. Look, that's why we say the tape don't lie, guys. We're not box score scouting here. We're not looking at records and stuff like that and saying, oh, we should win this because of this, right? They have flaws, but they're also a dangerous team.
Yeah. I 100% agree with that. Like they have a bad record, but they could beat you at any moment. Like if the Raiders, as I'm saying, if the Raiders don't take them seriously, which I hope they do. I hope they come into this game like it's a divisional game. We need this game to stay in the playoff race. The playoffs are ahead of us. We got a good outlook going forward. We went through one of the toughest schedules, and we're on the other side of it. They got to just go handle business. But this is not a team that you could take lightly. Either of the Broncos. The Broncos aren't a team you take lightly next week. So, it's just they just gotta, we want them to win these games. Though these are the type of games that we want them to win to show us that they're the team that we think they can be.
Right.
Right. So that's kind of how I look at it. Like, let's go out there, handle business, show them the team that we should be, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm not expecting a blowout. Let's say that I'm not gonna expect them to blow them out.
No. Their offense is too dangerous. It's too potent on offense, But yeah, I agree. We should Raiders should win.
Yeah,
that's why they play the games, though.
That's why they play the games. That's why they play the games, right? All right. So, any last words, BD? Any last thoughts, man? Anything?
No. That's it from me about the Chargers. We'll wait to see how it shakes out. Oh yeah, maybe we could touch on the you know what I'm talking about. The fines and the draft picks.
And the draft picks. Okay, yeah. So they lost the draft pick, 6th round. They got a bunch of fines. I think they had a whole bunch of COVID issues that came up, so I could understand the fines. I think the draft pick they lost was fair. 6th round pick is not a big deal to me. I know some people love the value of the 6th round pick, but I don't see it. So, and they have another one. So they had 2. So they took away one of them.
Yeah.
So it's not really that big of a deal to me. They pay the fines, but I don't think them losing a 6th round pick is huge or anything like that, or like anything that somebody should like run home to. I thought it was gonna be like a 3rd round or something like that. Now that is different.
A day 2 pick would be pretty upsetting, but day 3 picks, they usually don't make the roster anyways.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
yeah. I'm not losing any sleep. I'm not crying about it. That's for sure. Definitely interesting. Just how like if you see someone get in trouble once, and they say, I'm trying to do better. All right.
Yeah.
You see them get in trouble twice, and they say, I'm trying to do better. Okay, you can give them benefit of the doubt, but you just keep on seeing all these violations from the Raiders, where it's just like, come on, guys. What are you guys doing here? Like let's not let the NFL alter this season because they got to make an example out of someone. Let's don't allow them to get involved in the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we just don't see any more problems. Like John Gruden can keep his mask on. These guys, if they're going out somewhere, they confiscate phones so no one sees it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just being smart about what's happening and knowing that the NFL is looking like John Green didn't want to say that in the press conference today. He didn't want to say that the NFL was trying to make an example out of the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, like that's what's going on right now, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, with all the repeated violations, right? Mm-hmm. So let's just be smart, Raiders. I doubt many guys, if any, watch this show, but we're just saying it because we want to see the NFL stay out of y'all business and get it done on the field and not have the NFL be involved in this.
Yeah, we might get some watchers, bro. You never know, man. I had Denzel Good like one of my things on Twitter the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Maurice Hurst tuned into my Maurice Hurst.
You know what I'm saying? So you never know, bro. You never know. Right. You never know, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we haven't got a mean at yet, so maybe we haven't said anything too crazy about them. So
yeah. Shout out Keyshawn Nixon. I know you watch Keyshawn. All right, I'm a big fan of Keyshawn Nixon. Did a little breakdown of him. He was liking it. He was liking the tweets.
Okay. So. Yeah, Keyshawn. We shout out to Keyshawn, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah. The sixth round pick's not a big deal, so it's all right. So it's okay. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. You're gonna forget about it, guaranteed.
You might have missed out on KJ Costello. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know,
You're gonna miss out on Venable's son from Clemson. Like, come on. Be some come on. It would have been a friggin' long snapper or something like that, but that was a grinder though. Okay.
It's not that crazy. You know what I mean?
It's not that crazy. It's not.
It's all right. All right, guys. So so appreciate you guys listening once again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. We're almost at 2,000. So if you guys want to get us 2,000 this time, that'd be awesome. Tell your friends, tell everybody. Get us to 2K subscribers. We're really happy about that. It's been a quick. Since you only started in August, we're almost at 2K subscribers. So we appreciate all you guys enjoying this and joining us and leaving comments and giving us feedback so we can make the show better. So appreciate everything that you guys appreciate everything that you guys tell us and all the information we got. And like I said, I apologize for the last episode with audio issues, but this one's gonna be a lot better. Trust me. All right. So like I said, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter at @DMarkJohnNFL, at BDWilliams18. Follow us both. Make sure you check this out every single week. We do a preview, do a breakdown. we do some side stuff on the side. So like I said, hit the subscribe button. You never know what you're going to find. All right. So check us out, man. We'll see you guys Wednesday.
Yep. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.